So the things that you need to study for the review quiz, starting with dates. Remember that you can study the how to spell the days of the week and the months of the year on page R2. And here's an example of how to do the date. You always start with say, you follow by the day of the week. Le, don't forget le, or you're going to have that missing on every single one. The actual date, so the number, and then the month. So an example would be, say, jeudi le 3 avril. For all of the numbers for the date, you can just write the actual digit, except for if it's the first. Remember that you need to write le premier so that I know that you know that. For possession, remember that all of these words are very similar. So you have 3 ways to say my, mon, ma, me. Same thing with your and his or her. All of the mon, ton, and son are if the object you're talking about is masculine. So it doesn't matter who this person is that owns it. It's the object you're talking about. So if I own something and if a bike, for example, and it's masculine, I use mon. It doesn't matter if I'm a boy or a girl. The object that the person owns is feminine. You're using ma, ta, or sa. And the object that they own is plural, me, te, or se. Remember that son, san, se are for his and her. So it doesn't matter who owns it if they're a boy or a girl. It matters if the object, what the object is. And remember that ma, ta, and sa change to mon, ton, and son before vowel sound. So even if there's a word that's feminine, if it has a vowel sound, you have to use mon, ton, and son instead of ma, ta, and sa. So here are examples for each of those. J'aime mon vélo, tu aimes ta maison, il aime ses stylos. So we're practicing with whoever's doing the liking. That object belongs to them. So I'm liking, so it's my bike. J'aime mon vélo. The questions, to make it a little bit easier, just like I said in class, remember that you're only going to have to write the question word that's missing in the blank. So I'm going to give you the rest of the question. So you look at the answers, je regarde la télé, and you figure out, oh, the question was, what are you watching? And you're just going to have to know the question words right in. Make sure that you study how to spell them. They're all on page 21. Your ER verbs, make sure that you study all of these endings. Remember that all the verbs that end with the ER work the same way as this. And the other things that are on your quiz are just a matter of reviewing. You have to memorize your numbers from 1 to 100, know how to spell them. There are some weather expressions in the back of the book on one of the R pages that you need to know. And telling time. For telling time, remember that you always start your sentence with il est. Then you have the time. In this case, you need to actually write your number out. Make sure that you study how to spell always has an S unless it's 1 o'clock. When it's quarter after, you have a car, and these are all in the back of your book. And when it's half after, you have a demi. Study how to spell these as well. Demi has an E on the end of it. If it's any other time between 1 minute and 30 minutes past, you don't write a. So for example, if it's 20 minutes past, it's just 20. There's no a. As soon as you have 30 minutes or more past the hour, now you need to go the next hour and subtract. So if it's 2:45, you're going to say it's 3h moins le quart. And if it's any other time between 30 and the next hour, you're not going to have moins le, you're just going to have moins. So if it's 2:50, you have 3h moins 10. You don't have to look. And then you're set. Also, you might want to remember to study how to say noon, midi, and midnight, minuit. And then I think you'll be ready. Good luck.